Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with a long-awaited chocolate perfume fragrance video. So, I have received in the past a lot of requests to do a video on the chocolate fragrances that I have in my collection. I don't actually own a lot of chocolate fragrances. I do have a mixture here. I've got some dark chocolate, milk chocolate, as well as white chocolate fragrances here. So I've got 10 different ones that I was able to pull out of my collection. I'm sure that I have more than this, but this was what I was able to kind of readily find. So let's just go ahead and get started. The first one that I have to talk about is the Britney Spears Fantasy Stage Edition. So this is this is the original formulation of Fantasy before it was reformulated, and they put more emphasis on the kiwi note in it. This has more of that kind of gourmand, cupcakey note going on in it, or vibe, I should say, to it. So Stage Edition still has the kiwi and lychee, quince, jasmine, white chocolate, cupcake, orchid, musk, orris root, and woody notes. So it's got that white chocolate note in it. This is sweet. It really does smell cupcakey. It smells like a cupcake with maybe like a candied slice of kiwi on top of the frosting or something. It's really, really nice. I enjoy this. This is very nostalgic for me because I used to wear the original Fantasy way back when it very first came out. So anyways, that is Britney Spears Fantasy Stage Edition. That one has a white chocolate note in it. When this is brand new to my collection, this also has a white chocolate note in it. This is Korloff. This is the Gala l'Opera. Now it's funny because one of you that watched my Korloff video said, commented recently and said, I want to know how you feel about the Gala Opera because I didn't see it on your Mercari page for sale, so you must have enjoyed it. This one I do enjoy, but this is very, very sweet. It's very, very gourmand, and this is not one that I can properly test this time of year. I'm really going to have to wait for cooler weather for this one, so I am going to hang on to it just until probably fall or winter, and then if I decide that I don't like it, because this one is it's almost even too sweet for me, and I love sweet fragrances, but this is incredibly sweet. This is definitely along the lines of like La Vie est Belle, that kind of sweetness is very intense. Gala l'Opera is pink pepper, magnolia, white chocolate, heliotrope, benzoin, cashmere wood, patchouli, ambroxan, and vanilla. So again, with that very, very sweet white chocolate note. This is really, really beautiful though. It's like, we'll just have to see, but again, that is a white chocolate note in that one. Okay, the next one I have just a little baby mini of. This is Coromandel from Chanel. So this also has a white chocolate note in it. So this is citrus, neroli, bitter orange, jasmine, rose, patchouli, orris root, incense, benzoin, amber, woody notes, musk, olibanum, and white chocolate. This one is not nearly as sweet as the first two we talked about. It's like you can sense the sweetness in the base, but this is all about those citruses. This is definitely a Chanel. It smells like a Chanel. Very, very beautiful. Yeah, and this is all about patchouli as well. I get a ton of patchouli out of this one, and yeah, I would not want to own a full bottle of this, I don't believe, but I do enjoy having just a little mini, and this is a white chocolate perfume that isn't like sickeningly sweet. It just has a touch of that white chocolate in the base, and it's just got a touch of sweetness in the dry down. There's just not, this is just not like a super strong gourmand fragrance the way the first two were. So again, that is Coromandel from Chanel. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about, I just have a carded sample here. This is a Divona fragrance, and this is called Sierra. So this is a very beautiful, complex chocolate fragrance, and this has normal like milk chocolate in it. This is ozone, peach, plum, citrus, honey, jasmine, tuberose, lavender, musk, wood, and chocolate. And this one I'm gonna have to spray again. This one to me is all about the lavender, but there's this really beautiful creamy milk chocolate note in the base. This one is very, very complex. To my nose, I smell the lavender the strongest. And then I smell the sweetness of the chocolate. It's very, very muted in the background though. It's almost like a cocoa powder type smell. It's not like a syrupy milk chocolate smell, if that makes any sense. It's more of almost a bitter cocoa powder smell. It's beautiful, and blended with the lavender, it's just gorgeous. And then there's a little bit of sweetness from the peach. This is a really, really beautiful, very, very unique chocolate scent. So if you're looking for something a little bit more grown up, not so gourmand, not so sweet, something that's a little bit more complex and interesting, definitely check out Sierra from Divona, because this is it's just such a unique fragrance. And again, the lavender and the chocolate and everything going on in there is just really, really interesting. So again, Sierra from Divona. The next couple that we are going to talk about are, these are like iconic. These are the first chocolate fragrances I knew anything about. These are the Mugler. This is Angel Muse. We'll talk about Angel Muse first, because this is the one I actually wear and like. This has hazelnut and chocolate in it, but again, the chocolate smells like a bitter cocoa powder mixed with the hazelnut. There's a sweetness in here, but it's not like overly sweet. It's not like a syrupy chocolate smell. This again is that kind of cocoa powder smell, and with the hazelnut, I guess it's supposed to kind of smell like that, like Nutella, the chocolate hazelnut spread. Well, Angel Muse has a lot more notes than what I've got listed here, but this is what I could find. Grapefruit, pink pepper, chocolate, hazelnut cream, vetiver, and patchouli. Like I say, I know the original Angel is like a kitchen sink, and I'm pretty sure that this one has a lot more notes in there. But I love this. The vetiver is very grounding in this. It's just beautiful. The hazelnut adds nuttiness. There's a little bit of sweetness. There's definitely vanilla in here. This is just a really beautiful one. Yeah, brightness from the grapefruit and the citruses in the top, but I just love this fragrance. This is one that does really, really nice things on my skin as well. And again, not overly sweet, not like a syrupy chocolate. This is more of like a cocoa powder chocolate. So again, that is Angel Muse from Mugler. And then we'll talk about the iconic chocolate fragrance from Mugler. I just have a mini here. This is Angel, the original just EDP. Oh gosh, this I keep just for nostalgic purposes. I remember everybody wore this in the late 90s. I didn't. I was not that brave. I didn't have enough confidence in the late 90s as a teenager to wear this. Well, as an older teenager, I was 18 and 19 years old in the late 90s, but yeah, I still didn't have the confidence to wear this. This, like I said, is a kitchen sink full of ingredients, or full of notes, I should say. This is a long one. Angel is bergamot, melon, coconut, mandarin orange, jasmine, cassis, cotton candy, pineapple, caraway, nutmeg, honey, apricot, blackberry, plum, orchid, peach, jasmine, lily of the valley, rose, red berries, tonka bean, patchouli, sandalwood, amber, musk, chocolate, and caramel. The chocolate in here is very, very heavy. This is more of like a dark chocolate to my nose. This is predominantly chocolate and patchouli. Those are the two incredibly heavy notes in here. I will dab this on every once in a while. You can see I do only have half of a little mini left. I do dab this on every once in a while, just for nostalgic purposes. And then sometimes when it's really, really cold out, something like this is really, really comforting. So I will dab it on every once in a while, but yeah, this is not one that I would wear every day for sure. But again, this is more like a kind of dark chocolate and patchouli type fragrance. So again, that is Angel from Mugler. Next one we're going to talk about, this is an interesting fragrance. This is Covet from Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm pretty sure this has been reformulated. I do have the original formulation. This is an incredibly interesting fragrance, as most Sarah Jessica Parker fragrances are. They're not typical celebrity fragrances at all. My liquid seems to have deepened up quite a bit, so I'm not sure if mine has changed at all because I don't have anything else to compare it to. I need to pick up a newer bottle of this just to see, because my bottle is quite old. So Covet is geranium leaves, Sicilian lemon, lavender, chocolate notes, honeysuckle, magnolia, lily of the valley, cashmere wood, musk, vetiver, teakwood, and amber. And this is, to my nose, a very dry, again, that kind of cocoa powdery, woody fragrance. It's more of like a dry chocolate, like a dark chocolate with woods. There's a lot of, this one leans just a hair masculine as well. This one's hard for me to explain because this is not going to be for everybody for sure. This one, again, has a lot of dryness to it. There's a little bit of sharpness to it. It's very, very woody. It's got the vetiver, the geranium in the top as well, which geranium is typically used, well, geranium is used in all kinds of fragrances, but you see geranium used in men's fragrances a lot. So this does have kind of a masculine edge to it, but then it's got that really beautiful kind of dry, chocolatey kind of cocoa powder thing going on in the middle. This is an interesting fragrance. This is definitely a test before you buy. I would definitely, this is not a safe blind buy by any means. I would never recommend anybody run out and buy this one. Very, very unique for being a celebrity scent and very unique for being a chocolate scent as well. So again, that is Covet by Sarah Jessica Parker. Okay, the next one we're going to talk about is one that was sent over to me from by a subscriber. This is Wicked Good from Gallagher, and if you want a true chocolate, and this is, oh, it's so beautiful. It's so simple in its composition. This is only 3 notes, but this is like delectable. Oh, it's so good. So again, we're talking about Wicked Good from Gallagher, and this is simply milk chocolate, tonka bean absolute, and Madagascar vanilla absolute. Very, very beautiful. Please excuse my hair today. I'm just going to interrupt and say that it's so humid out and it's been rainy and gross, and my hair is so frizzy and like I can't do anything with it. So it's just going back in a ponytail. But anyways, back to Wicked Good. This is deep, very, very rich with the milk chocolate and the tonka bean absolute and the Madagascar vanilla absolute, which are 3 very rich, warm, syrupy notes. The milk chocolate in this is, it doesn't smell like a typical like single note chocolate fragrance, if that makes any sense. It's just beautiful. A lot of times those single note chocolate fragrances that smell just like a straight up Hershey bar can smell cheap to me. I've had a couple of them and I've sold them all because I just don't personally enjoy a single note chocolate fragrance. I don't like the smell of like a Hershey bar. This is different though. This is expensive smelling. This is warm smelling. It's rich. It's deep. This is beautiful. This is probably hands down my favorite chocolate fragrance that I've smelled yet. There's just something beautiful about this because of those absolutes that are used. Because of those absolute notes that are used. It's just beautiful. So again, that is Wicked Good from Gallagher. Okay, the last couple that I have to talk about. This is one that is newer to my collection. This is such a beautiful fragrance. This is called, it's called Chocomusk. Now, somebody told me that it's supposed to just be spelled or pronounced Cocoa Musk. I'm gonna say Chocomusk because it's the first half of the word chocolate. It doesn't say cocoa. It's got an H in it, and yeah, and I know cocoa could be spelled a couple different ways, but not like this. So I'm going to continue to say Chocomusk because it literally is the first half of the word chocolate. And this is by Rehab. I got this really, really inexpensively on eBay. I want to say I paid like 10 or 11 bucks for it. This is beautiful. This is literally chocolate and vanilla, but the vanilla is dominant. The chocolate is just in the background, but it's like the most beautiful chocolate. It doesn't smell synthetic. This is just like a really beautiful chocolate vanilla fragrance. It's mostly vanilla. So, so good. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. It's chocolatey, but again, it's not that synthetic, like single note chocolate smell to it. It's just beautiful. It's so, so good. I can't wait to wear this like in more of the fall because I just got this not too long ago when it was still pretty cold out, but my kind of I was already starting to kind of want to, or to crave more of those kind of spring florals, and so I haven't really given this one a good test. But Chocomusk is white musk, milk chocolate, vanilla, cinnamon, rose, sandalwood, myrrh, amber, and spicy notes. I don't get a lot of any of the other notes. I'm not getting cinnamon. I'm not getting a lot of spice or woods or amber. I'm mostly just getting a beautiful vanilla resting on a beautiful, like, creamy milk chocolate. It's sweet. It's yummy. I love this fragrance. It was so worth whatever I paid for it on eBay. So again, that is Chocomusk from Rehab. And the last one we're going to talk about is one that I am so glad that I have in my collection because this is such a stunning fragrance. And I also found a website where you guys can buy this, which I'm going to tell you about at the very end of this. But this is Truth or Dare Naked from Madonna. So this is beautiful. Oh, some people have told me they really, really did not like this one. I really, really did not like the one in the white bottle. But I really, really love this one. So this is honeysuckle, peach blossom, neroli, vanilla orchid, cocoa flower, lily of the valley. And I did look up what cocoa flower is supposed to smell like, and it is supposed to smell like chocolate. So yeah, cocoa flower, lily of the valley, Texas cedarwood, benzoin oud, and sandalwood. And this is gorgeous. Oh. This is chocolate done in a different way. This is chocolate and then you can smell the oud in the background. So it's not an overly sweet chocolate. It is almost like a flowery chocolate, if that makes any sense. This is, I don't have anything that smells like this, and that's another thing. A lot of people say this smells like this or that. To me, this doesn't smell like anything else. This is like a floral, ambery, chocolatey, just beautiful fragrance. I love it. It's very unique to my nose, and yeah, you have a little bit of fruitiness from like the peach and different notes like that, but then you've got the vanilla and the chocolate in the middle. You've got the cedarwood in the base, as well as some lily of the valley in the base. So there's a little bit of a floral character kind of running throughout. It's a very unique, beautiful fragrance. I get compliments every time I wear this as well. And I will tell you, do not go to like eBay or any of those places and spend a fortune on this, because I found this on a website called perfumebuy.ca. It is a Canadian perfume website. My friend Jennifer turned me on to it. I would have never thought to order perfume from Canada because I thought that the shipping would be really expensive, different things like that. But this is they still have this on their website, as well as I also found Intimately Beckham for women on their website, which I'm going to be purchasing as well. And if you spend over $100, it is free shipping. So yeah, you definitely don't spend more than like 40 or 50 bucks on this, because even to me, that's very expensive for a celebrity fragrance. But I want to say I paid in the $40 range for mine, just because it has been discontinued. But yeah, try Perfume Buy. perfumebuy.ca, I think is the website. I'll leave it linked below for y'all. So anyways, guys, that is Truth or Dare Naked from Madonna, and that is it for my chocolate fragrances video. I know that was kind of a mishmash of some kind of strange chocolate fragrances, but those are what I have in my collection. I do hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Definitely subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!